Good morning, students. So far, we have discussed 6 phylums. Do you remember? Let me recall you. Phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Aschelminthes, phylum Annelida, and the largest kingdom, phylum Arthropoda. Hope all of you have learnt that. To the continuation, today also we are going to discuss 3 more phylums. First, let's see about phylum Mollusca. Phylum Mollusca. These organisms are soft-bodied organisms. They are a diversified group of animals living in marine, freshwater, and even in terrestrial habitats. Now let us discuss the characteristics of phylum Mollusca. The body type is bilateral symmetry. The body organization is triploblastic. Triploblastic means having 3 layers. The germ layers have got 3 layers. What are they? Endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm. So what are the layers? Endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm. And it contains body cavity, that is coelomate. The body plan, all the mollusks have got 4 basic parts in their body. What are the 4 basic parts? Foot, mantle, visceral mass, and shell. Foot, mantle, visceral mass, and shell. Foot, it helps in the movement. Mantle, it's a covering of the body, outer covering of the body. Visceral mass, internal organs. Shell, it is not present in all kinds of mollusk, but most of the varieties have got shell around the body. Okay, so visceral mass means what? It's a matter present inside the shell. It can hold the bulk of digestive, reproductive, excretory and respiratory system. Mantle, of course, I told you, soft covering formed from the body wall of mollusca. This mantle only covers the visceral mass. And this mollusca is the second largest phylum next to Arthropoda. Already I told you Arthropoda is the largest phylum, isn't it? So next to that, mollusca comes. So you are going to guess what organism it is. Okay, just we are discussing about the body structure of the organism. By this time you would have guessed what kind of organisms are these. Okay, so these are the mollusk. Body regions, already told you, it has got head, foot. Head is elongated with an all the mollusks are elongated with an anterior head containing mouth and central nervous and sensory structures and elongate foot used for attachment and also for the locomotion. Next, mantle is attached to the visceral mass, surrounds the body, and from the mantle only calcareous shell secretes. I already told you mollusca, for most of the mollusca have got shell around the body. Shell is what shell? Calcareous shell. The outer hard shell surrounding the soft body of the mollusca is what? Calcareous shell. So mantle only covers the visceral mass. What is visceral mass? the systems such as respiratory, excretory, reproductive, digestive, all these systems are in the visceral mass. So this visceral mass is covered by the mantle. Mantle is a soft covering around the visceral mass. This mantle, over this mantle only hard shell grows, or outer hard shell secretion will be over this mantle, and the shell is called what? Calcareous shell. These are the examples. This is what? A kind of snail, apple snail, Pilla. This is mussel, freshwater mussel. Mussel can be found in seawater, freshwater, isn't it? Yes, you know. Then octopus, devilfish, sepia, cuttlefish. This is cuttlefish, sepia. Loligo or squid, snail. All these are some of the examples of phylum Mollusca. So mollusca is what? Soft-bodied animal having three main parts: head, muscular foot, visceral mass. And the visceral mass is covered by what? Mantle. And the hard outer covering of this mollusca is called what? Calcareous shell. So it respires through the gills or even lungs. Or some organisms use both gills and lungs for breathing. Sexes are separate. So examples we have discussed: snail, squid, cuttlefish, devilfish, mussel, snail, apple snail. These are few examples for phylum Mollusca. And next, phylum Echinodermata. These echinoderms have spiny skin. The body part have got spines over it. The general characteristics of echinoderms: echino means bumpy or spiny. Derm, it means skin. So spiny skin. Echinoderm means what? Spiny skin. So these echinoderms are radially symmetrical. Equal units arranged in a circle around a central disc is radial symmetry. Many of this kind of organisms have 5 equal units. So we can specify that they have pentamerous radial symmetry as adult. In adult stage, it has got radial symmetry. Penta denotes what? 5. Pentamerous radial symmetry in adult stage. In young stage, it shows bilateral symmetry. When it grows as an adult, it shows radial symmetry. Radial symmetry, of course, you know, equal units arranged in a circle around a central disc. Then calcareous endoskeleton is present, often bearing visible spines. Spines are visible over the body. Unique feature: this echinoderm has got external skeleton, not internal, external. External means out. There is no head, usually having mouth on the underside. Mouth is present in the bottom of this organism. Anus will be in the top. Anus, it is an excretory organ. It is in the top and mouth is in the bottom. It's present worldwide, especially on the bottom of the sea. All these organisms are found in the bottom of the sea. It has ability to regenerate new parts asexually. If any part is cut, it can grow it newly in asexual method. They also have separate sexes. These reproductive organs are present in each arm. Each arm has got the reproductive organs. Seahorse, males only give birth. Usually females give birth, isn't it? But seahorse, males give birth. In reproduction part, it releases the gametes as well as egg into the water. So external fertilization only occurs for this kind of organisms. And the locomotion is slow. Okay, it uses the tube feet. The feet is in a form of tube feet, which helps in the movement. Example, sea star. Yes, sea stars, but most of the sea stars have 5 arms from the central disk through, though can have up to 50. Each arm carries equal share of organ systems. The mouth part is located in the top. The mouth part is located in the bottom and anus in the top. It includes sea stars or a starfish. As I told you, if any body part is cut or damaged, it itself can regrow the lost body part. Reproduction. The sexual reproduction involves 2 parents, but fertilization occurs externally. How? It releases sperm as well as egg into the open water, where fertilization occurs in the open water. The larvae swim to the ocean bottom and that develop into adult. Some examples for this: echinoderms, sea urchin, sand dollar, sea cucumber. And the next phylum Hemichordata. These hemichordates are marine organisms with soft vermiform and unsegmented body. It's worm-like. It doesn't have segments over the body. They are bilateral symmetrical, coelomate animal. It has got body cavity, so coelomate, with non-chordate and chordate features. Okay, they have gill slits but do not have notochord. Notochord is what? Cartilaginous skeletal rod is a notochord. It doesn't have notochord, but it has gill slits. They are ciliary feeders. Ciliary feeders means feeding through the tentacles. That's ciliary feeders, and mostly remain as tuberculous forms. That means what? Living in the tubes. Example, Balanoglossus. It's like a worm, isn't it? Yes, this is phylum Hemichordata. So, in today's class, we have discussed about 3 phylums. Phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata, and phylum Hemichordata. Phylum Mollusca, soft-bodied animals. Phylum Echinodermata, spiny-skinned animals. Phylum Hemichordata. Example, Balanoglossus. Thank you.